First thing you can see, it's on a metal base, which is an old table that I just took the top off and then mounted a 600mm square concrete slab. I've got the cast iron door clamped in position. I'm holding it also with a piece of wood laid against these bricks. So I'm going to put the first layer of bricks down. You will notice as the build goes on that all these bricks are actually cut to the correct size. I've done that and I've laid them out so I know which order. Also I'm fitting an air brick on either side. So now we'll come up to the second row. I won't bore you with the actual time it took to do it in a long time. I'm speeding the video up for you. So I'm not a bricklayer, so you have to excuse the use of the hands and that. So we've got the second layer up, and now these are the supports that I'm going to use for the fire. So these are 12mm holes that have been drilled into one side. I'm splitting it both ways. I'm just going to weld some 1/2-inch strips of steel on here, and these are going between the two layers of bricks to hold it in place. So obviously there's a left hand and a right hand one of these, so you can see they're in position there. And the idea of these is that I'll just cut some steel round rod about 10mm and they can lie across. I can move them in and out as I wish. So we're getting up there. Now this is the last row of bricks. On this last course I'm going to fit an 80mm flue at the back. So I mounted another 600mm concrete slab. I'm just going to mark the centre of this slab. You can see the cast iron door is in place. It's got an opening at the bottom to get ash out, and the opening at the top there is to feed the fire. As a pot stand, I'm using these rings off my joist stove, so I'm just going to centralise this, make it equal distance from the front, back and sides. I'm happy with that, so I'm just going to draw around it. I'll take a 6mm drill. I'm just going to drill a hole straight through the centre. Then drill another hole about 6mm from the outer edge. So it'll come apparent in the next frames. So I'm just going to put a bolt in the middle hole. Here I've got a normal woodworking router. It's not the best thing to be using, but it's the only thing I've got. I've got a 6mm diamond tip bit in it, and what I'm looking to do is router this concrete slab out to the outer measurement. I'm looking to take about 3mm out so that ring fits in nicely and won't move. The reason for drilling the other hole on the outer edge here is so I can start the router, as you can see here, into the hole, and then move it out like that to the outer cut. I'm just going to take the time and go round. This is I don't want to burn this bit out. So the depth of this I'm cutting is about 3mm. That's the first cut. I'm just going to alter this now. Take it in about 6mm, so that will give me a 12mm surface. Tie this back off again. We'll do our second ring. The idea of using the router, I was going to do another cut all the way round, but all the way through the slab, but this diamond bit is not capable of doing that. It's starting to struggle now a little bit with the cut. So that's the router. So I'm going to have to use an angle grinder with a concrete cutting blade in it. I'm going to have to fashion this out. I'll say it's not pretty, but it's getting there. So there we are, that's our pot stand fitted. So the next thing I decided to fit was a windshield. So I got 2 more concrete slabs and cut them down the middle. That gives me 300mm each. I fitted 2 wooden battens up either side. This will just stop the slabs that are standing on end from falling over while they're being fitted. I'm just going to pop the slab on. You can see this front end, I did take a radius off just to give it a nice radius finish. Making sure the square. We'll do the other side. Drop that one on. We're just using those pieces of wood to hold it upright at the moment, and we'll fit the back on. Drop the back in, make sure they're squared up, and I'm just using some 90-degree clamps now to hold this all nice and square and in position. You can see the clamps there. You'll actually see this pull up. So there, the clamps in position, holding it till it's dry. So what I've got here is just temporary some 10mm threaded bar. Obviously this is galvanised, I won't be using that if I'm using wood. So you can see how these just fits into these slots and it's all totally removable. So we've got our first fire. This is a charcoal, I've got a charcoal basketing, so you can see I can put my cast iron skillets and Dutch ovens on. I've got this that I've saved from previous barbecue. This is a big enamel kind of wok. I've got my little rotisserie I can drop on the top. We've also got a Korean barbecue plate, all fits on. And this plancher, my redneck Blackstone, I've had this for about 30 years, this cast iron plancher here. So looking to use that, and just a normal cast iron grate. Also I can fit my lid on. As I said, this is going to be multi-fueled. I can do wood, I can do charcoal. I've got this gas ring I can put in. So I hope to use this on many cooks, and you'll see it in many more videos to come. If you like what we're doing here at Dutch Cooking, please subscribe and don't forget to hit that bell.